Yeah.
Give me your fucking shit, you fucking gavone. Oh!
I'm here to collect. You got the money? It's like, oh, you don't have the money? Oh. I don't know what we're going to have to do here.
We might be live.
Oh my God.
Shit, really?
I said might. I did say might.
Might be.
I might be.
All right.
Can't see
Well,
my...
then we'll put a lid on what we were
us.
talking about before.
Please.
This is not meant to make you feel uncomfortable. By the
No,
way,
I'm not uncomfortable. I just would rather not
disclose
broadcast.
I would never do that to you. Trust me, I would never do that to you or anybody else for that matter. If we are live right now, we are on the part of
God, Krista, when you did it to me, I was bleeding for days.
Pre-shit. Gee, what the?
Is there a way? Jesus Christ! Is there a way that we can tell if we're live?
You can go on YouTube and have a look.
Let's do that. Let's live technical service. We've done that. It's been a while since we've done that. I am totally going.
I don't know.
Are you going?
Whoa.
What is the channel? Is it our ADT? Is it our normal ADTS channel? Channel?
Can you see this?
Channel.
Does my camera look strange?
You do look strange. Oh well, no, wait a second.
Oh, it says live now.
Let's take a look.
Does my camera look strange?
Yep, there we are. All right.
Yes,
and
we are. Yeah, we are a little bit delayed, but yeah, we are there.
What's the video look like? What's the sound like? Everyone say something.
Walden.
Yeah.
On the top of your Discord window, you got to click the streamer mode is enabled and just disable that.
Boom.
There you go. So that banner's not there anymore.
Yeah, fuck the banner.
This is gonna be fan-freaking-tastic.
It's gonna be fucking cool. Oh!
I don't know why you gotta make that. I don't know why you gotta say that shit.
Fuck the banner.
This is gonna be fan-freaking... All right, so...
Yeah, it's working fine. We are live.
What's everyone sound like, Bijan? Karina needs to say a little mic check.
Hello.
Are you watching it still, Chris?
No, I'm not.
Shit, I closed it. I'll reopen it again.
I'll
go mic check it.
No, I can easily get there. Just give me a minute, okay?
No, I can do it too.
So for the people...
Wait, Jesus. Is this recording? Tell me it's recording. Just give me a minute. All right.
Wait. Everybody be quiet because I want to hear everybody who's actually been recording.
Is this recording? Tell me it's recording. Just give me a minute. All right.
Wait. Everybody be quiet because I want to hear everybody who's actually been recording. Okay. Walden, talk.
Hello. My name is Walden. I'm loud.
All right. Wait. Everybody be quiet because I want to hear everybody who's actually been recording. Okay. Walden, talk.
Hello. My name is Walden. I'm loud.
Yeah, Walden, you sound fine. Karina, you talk, and then Chris, talk after her.
Hello.
Okay. Walden, talk.
Hello. My name is Walden. I'm loud.
Yeah, Walden, you sound fine. Karina, you talk, and then Chris, talk after her.
Hello.
Okay. Walden, talk.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys all sound fine, I think. Well, actually, wait. Chris, and then Chris, talk after her.
Hello.
Okay, Walden.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys all sound fine.
It
sounds fine. God damn it, you guys keep echoing. This is weird. Are you guys like responding?
Everyone,
to the
shut
Are we all
the
playing the
fucking
same
shit
video
up.
at the same time?
Yeah.
All right. I turned it on.
No, I'm joking. I'll stop doing that.
I was getting echoes of echoes. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I was like, Bijan, you've just told me to
if I'm
talk.
listening to my audio or not.
I gotta make sure that I sound good. Like I gotta make sure. Am I coming in too loud over there?
That's what she said.
No, it sounded fine to me.
Does it sound good?
It sounded good.
All right, great.
Sounds
All
sexy.
right.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. Yes.
Do you remember the clusterfuck was our Facebook Live? Well, guess what? We're doing it again, but on YouTube this time.
All right.
Sweet
So I
Jesus.
guess are you gonna put a link up here, Bishan? Or
What?
I can't post a link. I tell you what. Why doesn't Karina share us to Instagram to say we're live, if that's possible?
I can't get onto Instagram still.
Oh, really? Right. Fuck Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook. You guys could share this video to Facebook and say, hey, look, we're live, dickheads.
Yeah.
Chris, you could share it. Chris, you're most popular. You get your phone out, share it. Say, hey, you bunch of fuck weasels. Guess what we're doing? We're on the YouTubes.
All right.
Walden's
Listen,
got a big bottle
this
of-
is going on. This is going on my page, and so let's make sure that we put on our game faces and not insult anybody. Okay.
I can always delete the video for when we do actually insult someone.
No, because we're recording this video, right? And
I'm
it's
not.
going to
I'm not recording it. If someone else will-
YouTube it.
at YouTube, well, yeah, I'm guessing it will just save on YouTube, won't it?
It should. I mean, are we going? I don't know. I mean, I thought we were going live on the channel, so therefore
We
it
are.
would save.
I assume
Right.
so. I've never ended the video, so I
Okay.
guess it will automatically save. Chris, do you know what? Why don't you record the audio just in case?
Well, I'm already recording the audio.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that's a given.
So-
okay.
Paedophile jokes, right? So that no, I'm joking.
No, no, no.
We make these jokes on
No.
Minecraft Let's Play every week. Don't worry about it.
That is actually true.
That is true. All right. So it is another damn talk show coming to you live from YouTube. This is the first time we've done this. I don't know if we've done this before. I don't think we have, but this was Walden's idea. It's a great idea. I think we're going to continue to do this as much as we can. And let's get started with the show the best way we can. Let's not screw it up. No pedophile jokes, by the way. No pedophile jokes.
Promising nothing.
Only pedophiles.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, another damn talk show for October 17, 2021. This is a very, very special show for many reasons. We haven't broadcasted live on video in a long, long time. Right now, not only are you viewing us on YouTube, but there are links on Facebook and other outlets. And you're also hearing us on Anchor and Spotify and all that good jazz. We haven't done this opening song in a long, long time, so I gave you guys a bit of a surprise. I don't know why it was, but it just came up and I was like, what the hell, you know?
It's a good throwback. I'm liking it.
Yeah, me too.
Bring it back. Bring it
Speaking
back.
of throwback, I'm wearing my FDNY 20th anniversary shirt today. A lot of people were asking about that, and earlier before you got here, I should say. And I was like, it's FDNY 20th year, you know, I mean, of 9/11. So, you know.
I was gonna say FDNY has been around for a lot longer than 20
No,
years.
but the 9/11. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
20th anniversary of the fucking fire department.
But on the show today, once again, is the one, the only Karina Reskin, Weldon Scott, and Bishan Ranchburg. We're gonna have a blast today. Such a blast! I am so excited for this live show. These idiots can dance around all they want, and they'll be happy. So will I.
What a wonderful
That was a throwback too for BJ and everybody else. So we're gonna get started with our drink of the show, and then we're gonna take it from there. There they go. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
And now it's time for Drink of the
Finally,
Show,
everyone gets
brought
to
to you
see.
by the Epical Radio Network.
Hey, I got a beer. Want some?
All right, let me ask you guys before we get started with this. Are you glad that you're back alive to do that shit?
We've waited
About time.
months to do that. We put everything we had into it. Then I fell off my chair.
All right, starting with the drink today, Karina Reskin, what do you have for us?
So this week I kind of went a little different, but it's still
That's what she said.
I'm twisting the theme here a little. I'm going to say this is a Halloween themed drink because it is a Reese cup. So, you know, it's what you get when you go trick or treating. You get Reese cups.
Yeah.
And the ingredients are Screwball peanut butter whiskey, Godiva chocolate liqueur, a splash of cream, and a touch of extra chocolate syrup. So in a rocks glass, fill it with ice, do equal parts of Screwball peanut butter liqueur, the Godiva chocolate liqueur, or the peanut butter whiskey, excuse me, the chocolate liqueur, and then top it with cream, and then drizzle with chocolate syrup, and it sounds like chocolate peanut butter yummy goodness. I have had the Screwball peanut butter whiskey before. It is very good.
Well, there you go.
So I think this drink sounds delicious.
Yummy goodness approved.
Yes.
You can only get
definitely.
that here on Another Damn Talk Show
Yes.
Live. Let me tell
Yummy
you.
goodness approved for sure.
Damn it.
Working on t-shirts for that, by the way. Working on that soon. But they are coming. The Karina Yummy Goodness t-shirt. All right, folks. So, what? I got one that going like, what's the deal with you over there?
So, guys, just as we left off when we used to do this on Facebook, we're not without a technical hitch. Just realised that when I was dancing at the beginning of the show, I fucked up the stream and knocked it off the wrong window. So mine and Bajan's dancing, I was capturing the wrong fucking window. Sorry, Bajan. So
That's all right.
No one saw anything. We were just staring at at the Discord window, us doing nothing. Yeah, let's do it now.
How the hell
Fucking
did that happen?
It's just me being a stupid idiot in the studio.
There are more other technical difficulties because I'm
Hey,
trying to share the stream to Instagram, but I don't even know how to post anything.
Well, see, that's what happens when you don't do shit.
I'm going there. I'm like trying to push all these buttons. That's not working. That's not working. That's not working. I don't know what the fucking hell is going on. Because the thing is, when I can click the share button on YouTube, it doesn't let me choose Instagram as one of my options, and I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Right.
Can you share shit like that to Instagram? I don't even know.
I was
don't
going
know.
to copy the link, the website link. That's all,
Yeah.
and I can't do that.
It might.
Which should I put? The plus, the post, the message is like something else. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
Tell us in the comments
Oh,
below.
that's terrible.
You can't
What'd
post
you
it
do
to
that
Instagram.
for, Karina? My God.
I did not.
can only-
And people know I didn't because they can see now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's
You can't share directly to Instagram feed, Bajan. You can only send it to people directly. Because Instagram sucks balls.
True. All
yeah,
right.
but it says like new post, and it just takes a gallery from my other shit that I've watched.
Yeah,
and
new posts will only show. You can only post pictures as a
Yeah.
new post.
Yeah.
I've noticed now. I've been paying attention to what you guys were saying, but I also feel like my face has gotten fatter. I need to slim down a little bit because I don't need these bulldog cheeks. You know what I mean?
Bulldog cheeks.
Yeah, you know how the bulldogs they have that thing that just hangs
yeah.
down. I don't need that shit, and
I
I
don't
know
think you really have that.
Who
Yeah,
likes
I
that?
will. No, it's getting there. See, because like I need things to thin out, but not because it just looks like I'm a cartoon character in a way. It looks like I don't know. To me, it does. I'm self-conscious. Excuse me for making that comment.
Okay.
Another
Okay.
damn bulldog.
Anyway, so since last show, what has been happening, everyone? What's going on with you, Missy?
Just been busy at work decorating for Halloween.
Yeah.
Getting that all prepared and making up part of our theme is an abandoned tuberculosis hospital. So we found old medical labels and I brought in, empty jars from various things like sauce, pickles, whatever. And I attached the labels to these jars. I took pictures. They look really cool. So one of them was boric acid. So we looked up what boric acid looked like. And it basically is just like a white powder. So I brought in powdered sugar, filled that up. And then another one was carbolic acid, I think. So I was like, what does this look like? So I looked that up and it looked kind of like crystals. So I was like, I know we don't have containers of salt here.
Meth.
So
You brought in white powder and crystals to work.
I know.
What
So
an
I
exciting
mixed-
work day that must have been for everyone.
I
I
know.
mixed I mixed powdered sugar and regular sugar and like shook it up and it really didn't look like much of anything. So I was like, I wonder what would happen if I put hand sanitizer in here. So I squeezed a whole bunch of hand sanitizer in there and then put the lid on and shook it up. And it just kind of looks, if you open the lid, it looks disgusting. Like, I mean, it looks like all clumped together and like crystallized. But problem is, when you open the lid, it absolutely reeks because it was a pickle jar that the smell of pickles never kind of got out of, even though I
Wow,
soaked it in
yeah.
hot water
Nice.
Yeah.
and soap. So yeah,
And here's what I think. I think what you're doing is really creative. I like that. But the one thing I'm not certain about, it's an abandoned tuberculosis hospital. Now, normally, you know, and wow, that's creative. I would think an abandoned psychiatric home or psychiatric hospital.
well, the hospital.
Uh,
The funny thing is the hospital that we're modeling this after was originally in Pittsburgh.
okay.
After it was, it changed over from a TB hospital to a mental institution.
Okay.
So
Well, that makes sense. Then.
by the time when it closed, it was a mental health institution.
Oh, okay.
So it was definitely, haunted. And well, I mean, like, we're pretty sure it was haunted anyway, but there's a whole big story about it. It was the macabre something. I'll have to look it up.
I visited a mental institution. Not was a patient.
Oh,
I was
damn it!
not a
I was going to
patient.
say that. Fuck.
No, I was not a patient, but the Dixmont State Mental Institution.
The where?
When it was run down and everything here in it was up at Killbuck County
Dixmont.
and Dixmont, yeah, and it was. I mean, like going through there was fucking scary. Let me tell you why. Because it's like it was run down. The windows were missing. You go like it was on a hill, so like the wind would come through and make the doors swish out and
Mhm.
bang up against the wall. And I'm like, oh my god, this is like crazy. I was in the morgue. I was in their morgue and like pulled out one of the things, and I was like, I said to my buddy because he was documenting this because he made a website dedicated to this hospital, and I said, what? Hey, like I'm gonna lay down on one of these things and just push me in there. I just not the whole way. He goes, dude, I'm not gonna do that. What if it gets stuck? And I'm like, oh, it's not gonna. He goes, I'm not risking that. And besides, there's asbestos everywhere. Why would you want to do that? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't think about the asbestos. So,
Wow.
but
I didn't
yeah.
think about the asbestos.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. That's not that my idea. I mean, maybe lie out on the slab as it's pulled open, but not push it in. I'm like, fuck no.
That's what she said.
Well, how's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah, but no, I didn't think about that. You
Yeah,
know?
it was the Macabre Marcy State Hospital,
Mhm.
and it was in Allegheny County.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Was
in
it
19
actually called the Macabre Marcy Hospital, or is that just like its nickname after the fact?
No,
that
it
seems
was-
like a horrible place to call it.
I know.
tuberculosis
It
center.
was, the Macabre Marcy State Hospital Leech Farm Complex.
Leech Farm. There we
Leech
go.
Farm.
Well,
That's so
Allegheny
much
County.
better.
In Alligator County. There's a lot of animals going on in this story.
Allegheny.
Allegheny.
Oh, right. Okay.
But it, yeah.
So it was. I think it was more called the Marcy State Hospital, but yeah,
I'd love to walk around.
originally
the
opened as the
hospital.
Pittsburgh City Tuberculosis Sanatorium, known
What
as
was
the
that?
Evening Press.
Walden,
Pittsburgh
are you
City-
Mike's shitting again?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Is
Yeah,
my
you're
is
soft.
my is my audio jumping?
It's
No,
you're really
it-
low. You're really soft again all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe you gotta get more.
How's
Okay.
that? How am I?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, have I just got to?
You gotta-
I'm gonna sit like this.
Oh
Hi.
no, you can turn it up, can't you? Is that as loud as it goes?
Well, no, I can turn it up, but
There we go.
is that better?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Much.
Sorry, carry on.
Carry on, my wayward son.
So
You had a center specifically for tuberculosis.
Yes.
oh yeah,
Oh shit.
we had them all over the
Tuberculosis was a big thing over here. So
place. Mhm.
right, early,
Yeah,
in the earlier,
we even-
in the early time, in the 30s and 40s.
We
Back
even
when
have
Chris
something
was a
here
wee
for-
boy.
We even have stuff here for crazy Brits. You know.
What's that mean?
Tuberculosis is one of those things that's not eradicated, really.
Yeah, but everyone gets their inoculations when they're young.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
it doesn't actually. There is no vaccine for it. It's more of like just treat your body how to deal with it. But people still die from tuberculosis because as they get older, again, I've learned specifically how this works. Your body will calcify the tuberculosis, inside your lungs. So you have little pockets of like bone, basically little balls of bone in your lungs. And as you get older and people get shit like osteoporosis and their bones start to get weaker and decay, those little bones break apart and the tuberculosis re-releases and they get tuberculosis again.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
Well, that's fucking depressing.
Welcome to our first ever
I
YouTube.
brought it up. It's not his fault.
No, but he's talking about like this is how tuberculosis is. You know, it's
No,
like,
but I mean,
Things may have changed since I learned about it, but that was how I learned about it in school back when I took microbiology.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that. I've been watching a show on Netflix called The Lost Pirate Kingdom and talking about horrible diseases. It was all about, obviously, like the golden age of piracy, and it was talking about Blackbeard. And Blackbeard suffered from syphilis. And do you know what the cure or what the treatment was back then for males who had syphilis? Do you know what they used to do?
Was it bloodletting and shit like that?
No, it's even worse.
Okay.
Even worse.
What?
They got magnesium in a syringe and injected it.
oh,
Yeah,
God,
injected it
no.
straight into the penis, into the bladder.
I knew you were
Was
going
it
to say that.
magnesium? It was something like magnesium. It was like, it's like, or lead or some stupid shit like that. And they got it in a fucking big syringe, and the show zooms in on the bell end, right on the penis hole, and shows them doing it.
Oh
I'm
my
like, you
God.
don't need to show me it. Just tell me and move on.
Wait. How would they even? This was just. Why would they make a visual? This was like they didn't have recordings of this shit back in the day.
Well, I know, but it was one of those like documentaries / drama, like, you know, the act out parts of the documentary as they go. It's actually really good. Yeah. So reenactments, yeah. And then there was just this. They showed this penis getting injected. Like, I hope it was a fake penis because I would not like that bit part as an up and coming actor.
Hey, it's a documentary.
No.
They spare no expense.
Yeah. So imagine that. Imagine that as a treatment, and it wasn't even like a thin catheter-sized needle. At least it was like you know what you get your ears cleaned out with at the doctors. It was just one of them, and they just shoved it up there like a cone, and injected stuff straight through the penis into the bladder.
Well, shit. Have you guys have you all donated blood?
I'm not allowed.
Oh, well, have you seen the needles for that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Things fucking. That was like that. That scared the shit out of me the first
But
time.
they're not. That's nothing. This needle.
I know, but
this
think about
needle's
that
like a
going in your
fucking-
pee hole.
Yeah, well, the end of this, the end of this thing was like, what can I compare it to? Like the tip of a ballpoint pen size. Like the whole pen went into the penile.
What's
hole.
that thing called again that people do? I can't remember.
I'm not looking it up this time.
I looked it up one time.
Karina, your phone's tainted. Just Google all the horrible stuff now.
Remember, viewers, you can check us out every other Sunday right here on YouTube, especially just to tune in and see what
Go
Karina
and
looks
go and
up.
watch the program on Netflix, The Lost Pirate Kingdom, and wait till you get about to like episode 5 or 6 about Blackbeards. You get that visual. No,
No, thank you.
I just cut
I
it off.
think we pass on that one.
I think you know what I
Educational.
I don't know if I could deal with something like that. I don't think I could purposely watch something like that.
No.
Sorry.
No, they didn't give
This
you
is
any
for some-
lead up, Chris. It was just like, and Blackbeard had syphilis, and the cure then was, and then they do this little documentary bit, and then it just dead quick cut to a shot up close of a bell end being injected, and I'm like, what? And my wife is sitting there next to me going, what the fuck are you watching? And I'm like, I didn't mean to watch this. I know where the porn is. I don't need this. What is this? And then it cuts back and like, oh, well, Benjamin Hornigold, the pirate, stole all this gold. I'm like, you can't just transition. You just starved me, showing me this fucking penis thing, and then just carry on like nothing's happened. Fuck you, Netflix.
I'm a little bit miffed at Netflix as of late. They had an issue with Dave Chappelle recently, and I'm like, God damn it!
Well, was it because of J.K. Rowling too?
What?
He supported J.K. Rowling about when she, because you know he said he was there, the whole turf thing about J.K. Rowling. He came out, he says, because he came out in support of her by just saying she says gender is a fact, and I agree. That's gonna cause backlash nowadays.
Overnight, and I don't remember hearing that bit.
It's not as bad
Like
as
they
people are
it's almost
making
like
it
they
out.
cut it out, or
They
probably did.
I like dozed off for a second or something because
Wow.
I heard about him saying that, and I was like, you know, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Here's what
It doesn't take much. It takes a lot to offend me and piss me off. You know what I mean? But
yeah, well, here's the thing. People need to realize that comedy is comedy is comedy, okay? Unless something is intentionally said to hurt a certain demographic, I think everybody should just chill the fuck out.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How hard is it to say, you know what? Why don't we go back to when nothing used to offend us instead of saying this offends me? That's
well,
offending.
this is technically tied to something that did hurt a certain specific demographic. Because of what she did, there was a whole bunch of backlash. There's in the whole Harry Potter fandom about people just don't even reference her anymore unless it's negative
I know.
now because of the fact of what she said, and because he supports it. He's basically a supporter of what people dislike.
What did she say?
It's cancel culture at its great finest.
What did she say? I know there was scandal. I don't actually know what her quote
she
was.
sided with this woman who basically got in trouble because she didn't want to adopt she refused to accept people that they're whatever their chosen genders. And she was also coming out about the fact that she also was saying that basically gender is that gender is a fact, right? And they're saying that it's super hurtful, and they're calling her TERF, which is what, a trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Yeah.
So she's the type of person who says that she believes in feminism, but only for real women, quote unquote. And then that upsets the trans community.
Yeah. See, do you know what? This is the thing. Trans and identifying as different genders and stuff like that is no problem with that. And people who are trans, going the full I can't think of the fucking word now, but when you're transitioning, thank you, Karina, when you're transitioning and stuff, and that's how you identify, that is 100% fine, perfect, no problem with that at all. But I also see some of the arguments where scientifically and not anatomically you are either male or female. You either have certain chromosomes, you have certain reproductive organs.
Well, she did take it to the next level, though.
Yeah,
she did take it to a little bit further past, because she's also feeling she's not comfortable with trans sharing women's bathrooms. She still feels like it's also a vessel for potential, people who are not really, who are just using it as an excuse to get into those places to harm women. And
you know what? I bet you there is some of that exists where people.
I'm sure there is too.
That.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that. See, that's the thing. Is this is where we still have people who identify as different genders and stuff, but then a bathroom is still male and female for the most part, and then there are
not here. No, that's changed here.
Oh, has it? Well, in this country, if you go anywhere. In the business I own, it is a trans neutral bathroom. We only have one bathroom, and it is for everyone, but you also can't share it. But then in this country, most places is still male and female, and it still is. I understand that, let's say a man transitioning to a female would use the female bathroom. I understand that, but then I can also see how a female would feel uncomfortable knowing that even though they identify as female, they still might be male using that bathroom. And the two things just don't complement each other. And there's always going to be someone who's offended at whatever the outcome is for this. And it's just, we're just in that age of transition where these two worlds are overlapping at the minute. There'll be some very old people, I would imagine, who are very anti-trans and stuff, and it's a whole different world. And then there's a very young new generation who have been brought up to be absolutely fine with that. And these two things are always gonna butt heads somewhere. I'm not saying anyone's particularly wrong or right, because it very much depends on the specific argument or debate you're having at that time.
Right.
But it's a difficult world.
Yeah, I know, but see, the only argument he actually agreed with was that gender is a fact, and the scientific aspect. Because honestly, I agree it in the scientific term in the hospital doctor world.
Yeah.
That if you identify as a woman, you were born a man, you should still say you're male until they have the thing that says trans male or trans female or something, so that the doctor at least knows, okay, well, you're biologically this, because we still have to treat you biologically this way. Because again, a trans woman can get prostate cancer where a woman cannot. you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, but then there's even some, like, I think that get all upset, like, where they're trans men who are like saying, I could get prostate cancer. It's like, no, you can't. You know, it's like, you should be treated the same way. You can't be, because there's certain things you cannot get.
Yeah.
There, you will never get, or like a trans woman will never get pregnant, you know,
Yeah.
ever. Right. You know, so they're not going to they're not going to menstruate. They're not going to need any of this type of thing. They're not going to need a gynecologist. You know, it's a totally different type of treatment that they're going to have to go through to take care of the womb that has been created.
Do you know what though? That goes back to my point about the bathroom. So like in society, in medical terms, we still have treatments for males and treatments for females. There's no like, this is a treatment for this. Like, because if we're going to move into a society that is recognizing just, you're not just male and female, and you're not just, once you have trans from a female, you're now a male, and vice versa. If we're going to go into a society that has all of these things, then we need multiple bathrooms, the way we treat people, labels, whatever it might be. But there's still that argument at the moment where I bet you'll come across some people who are male trans to female who will swear black and blue that they should be recognized as nothing but female, whether it be medically, their label or anything. And as much as I kind of respect that you really are female and stuff, there will be, like Bajan points out, certain treatments medically that you will still have to, as a man, because science hasn't got as far to be able to do a complete. We can't change your chromosomes. We can't change the shape of your pelvis, the shape of your forehead. We can't change the prostate. We're not that
people
advanced
think like
yet.
the sex change operation is actually literally changing your sex, and it's like, no, it's cosmetic surgery. That's it at best. And unfortunately, that's a horrible thing to say nowadays. It's like, no, I'm just coming into my true own. And I'm with you on that. It's like, you want to be that? That's fine. That's, I will totally accept that. But you are still biologically what you were born as.
We can't.
Because I don't know.
If we as a society could change that for people who genuinely wanted to be male or female, and we could change you, then I'm sure as people in the scientific community and us as humans, if we were advanced enough to do that, I'm sure we fucking would. But we can't. And it's okay to have these discussions. It's okay to talk about it, because there's going to be people on both sides of this type of argument all the time. But we can't ignore certain things, even if it's for health reasons. I remember seeing not long ago that there was a big cry somewhere because the male bathrooms somewhere in a public place weren't offering sanitary towels for trans males. It was something like the females who trans to men. They didn't have tampons for the female who trans to male. Or for the male who trans to female, who doesn't need tampons because they can't menstruate, but they were I should have them because I'm now female. I'm like, you physically, it's physically not needed, and it's not something
might actually do more
display.
damage than good.
Well, exactly, yeah, but there was a stink over that, because I understand the side of it, like you should be treated equal.
I'm serious. It's like it's moisture absorbance. It's that's not there. It's like you're gonna suck up your body's moisture that shouldn't be getting sucked up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But it's just
okay.
Let's
move on.
It's a hard topic to discuss.
I just want to say something real quick. Okay, by me bringing up by the Netflix thing and everything. The Netflix thing was not to turn into this, and I don't want the audience to think that this is what we constantly think about. Okay?
Chris,
all I was thinking.
That was the most extreme transition ever. From
no,
Netflix
it was
to this.
related. There was a topic. It was why. I forget why he got.
So Blackbeard's penis is full of magnesium or whatever now. Yeah.
Yes. Pirate penis.
Pirate penis.
All I was. Okay.
Hang on, weren't we on Drink of the Show?
We finished that.
We did that. We did that, and somehow. Look, all I was saying is people are too fucking sensitive from time to time, and it led into this discussion. I feel that everybody has a right to feel a certain way. Yeah, who am I to change their mind? But what I'm saying is everybody's fucking sensitive about everything. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about different sexes. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. Sexes, color, beliefs regarding religion, politics. Everybody's sensitive about everything, and that's what I'm trying to relay. People need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Let's talk about things civil. I actually watched on YouTube today a black guy arguing with a white woman because a white woman was protesting outside of a university campus with a Black Lives Matter sign. And the black guy went up to her and said, "You shouldn't be doing that. You're not. It's white woman's campaigning for Black Lives Matter." That. And he said, "You will campaign for Black Lives Matter, but you won't campaign for white power. Black Lives Matter supporters can come into your university, but the white supremacists can't. Why? They're the same thing." And it was weird to watch this black guy arguing against Black Lives Matter and this white woman arguing against white power. They were arguing for each other's cause. And I'm like, if they can't even agree on each other's shit, how the fuck are we supposed to agree in general? It's fucking crazy.
I actually had an experience with somebody who's like represents Black Lives Matter, and you know, I didn't say anything negative toward it, you know, but I was talking to somebody who happened to be white, who is representing that, and so they were going into it with me, and then a black member of Black Lives Matter walks up to me and is like, says something to me like, "You shouldn't be here because you're not doing anything," and I'm like, "Okay, so give me a sign or whatever," and they're like, "No, because you're not black and you don't know what it's like." And I'm like, what does that matter? If like,
I'm here to support you. Let me help.
If you want me to help you, if you want somebody to pay attention, like, let anybody help you to pay attention. Now you don't get it. You're white. You will never understand what it's like to be black. You will never understand what we went through. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I will never understand. Especially, you know, I'm trying to do my part here, try to help. And it's like, you're saying that I can't because I'm white. I said, you know what that is? That's racism.
It kind of is. Kind of is.
It is. That's the problem. It's like, it's.
You know what that is? That's racism.
You could even say, like, it's not so much. You could, even if you don't want to say bring all the racism card, you can also just say it's straight segregation. It's kind of like saying, like, no. This is a black person thing, and it's not for white people to be involved in. It's like, then you know that you could like you say, you could make the argument that, like, if you're like supporting white supremacies, black people, oh, you shouldn't be here. You know, you gotta leave. You can't even come and say anything against it because this is a support group for this. So you don't belong here. I mean, it's almost the same argument. It's like no, it's not. It's like anybody can support anything.
I would just like to point out that we decided about 30 minutes ago to go live on YouTube, and we've rarely come on and just fucking tested right off the fucking bat to see how quickly we can get fucking blocked.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we get flagged or anything like that. But hey,
no,
I think we didn't say
anything wrong. Honestly, we said nothing wrong. I don't think we said anything wrong.
I think it's good. I think we need to have discussions like this in this world.
Well, then, you have expressed concerns before about being flagged on Facebook. For what? We haven't done anything that would cause that.
Oh. We need to have.
I know, we were even joking about saying something else that was going to flag us at the beginning of the show. We went on a totally different pedophiles.
Oh, pedophile jokes.
Yeah. I can tell you stories about knowing pedophiles.
Oh. I know that almost went horribly bad.
What? Pedophiles? I can tell you a few fucking thing or two about.
Let me tell you a story about pedophile.
I actually knew somebody who was.
What? Oh, that's a question I want to ask. Don't you guys have a list over there that you can just log onto and just see all your local pedophiles?
Yeah, they also have to go and like announce themselves to neighbors and stuff if they move into a new area and stuff like that. They have to go door to door.
Ding dong! Hello, I'm the local pedophile.
Hello, I'm a sex offender.
Keep your children away from me this Halloween.
That's what happened, though. That's what happened. That's what I'm talking about. And I didn't want to go into it, but what happened was there was a guy that, like, when I first moved here in this new house, you know, when I first moved here, I was meeting all the new neighbors, obviously, and there was a couple that moved out to the one apartment. If you look out the balcony and the one that's on the lower edge there, this couple moved out, and then some other guy moved in, and we saw him move in, and then next thing you know, like a couple days later, he walks up to me. He goes, "Hi, I'm so and so, and
Prince
I live
Andrew.
in Unit 29, and I've been arrested, and I served time for like being a pedophile and a sex offender." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." What do you say to that? I mean, I was at the door. It was earlier in the day, and it was like I was kind of tired, and he's like, "Yeah, so I just want you to know." And I'm like,
Thank you.
I was like, "So what am I supposed to do with that?" He goes, "No, it's just my job to report it." And I'm like, "Okay."
I mean, you'd say hello first and stuff. You wouldn't just go door to door as soon as you move in. Like, "Hello, I'm a pedophile."
Well, he doesn't live there anymore.
Oh, good.
Because like one day, this is like 6 a.m. I hear this, like that, right? And it sounds
Jeffrey
like
Epstein.
it's coming from my door, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's coming from across the way. So it like
Oh,
this is like real
no.
bad banging, boom, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I go out on the front porch there, on the balcony. I look over, and there's like 3 cop cars, and the cops are pointing their guns toward the door, and I'm like thinking, what the hell is going on? And nobody's answering the door. And then the cop sees me. He goes, "Do you know that poor person over there? You know the resident over here?" I'm like, "No, not really." "Have you seen anything this morning?" I'm like, "I just got woken up by you banging on the door, so no." So he's like, "Well, go back to sleep or whatever." I'm like thinking, "Oh yeah, that's really
Yeah,
easy to do."
I'm gonna do that now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So instantly I get on Facebook, and I'm like, "Hey, it's like 6 a.m, and I got cops banging on the door like across from me."
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. But then they brought him out. He's handcuffed and all that shit, and I was like, "Well."
All these children came scattering out the house.
Wow.
I've been trying to hold back a joke like that for the last 2 minutes.
It looks like Neverland Ranch over there. Let me tell you.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That was funny though.
All right.
Sorry, that was funny.
Moving on to the question of the week. Let's hit that.
Yes, please.
Oh my God, Karina's like, this is
No, actually,
terrible.
I really quick. I just wanted to say that if somebody actually came up to me and just says they had to be a registered sex offender, I would be curious enough to ask, what exactly
need to know
offense
what-
were you convicted of?
Well, no.
If you're allowed to tell me.
I would want to know what was
I
involved.
know,
Like,
were you a child molester? Were you a rapist? Were you like? I mean, it's like where on the scale would you be a sex offender?
He was a rapist, but
'Cause I'm-
he was a rapist of somebody of a minor.
Because aren't there
But
certain
it-
things
I
that are
agree.
classified as sex offenders that are not actually,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
it's like abuse is like a sex offense or something? Sometimes I don't
Sex
know.
offender
Or
could be anything from abuse to like just walking around publicly naked.
oh
you know?
yeah. Like
Yeah,
yeah, because you'd be
yeah.
like, I tend to walk around naked all the time. I'm like, oh okay, at least
Yeah, you
Well,
can
yeah,
get,
you feel
you
safe
can get
that
on
you're
the
not going to get
register.
raped or your children are relatively
Right.
safe. Just don't look over that direction.
Here's the thing. He was saying something on the lines of he was accused of rape of a minor, which he didn't know that she was a minor. And I'm like,
That's what they all say.
okay.
Mhm.
So it's like, yeah,
She
but that's
came out of high school and I didn't have any idea.
that was like, yeah, that's a typical, that's what they say. So it's like I was like, oh, okay.
I met her on the
There's a
jungle gym, and I thought she was an adult.
the homeowners association let him. Well,
They can't really.
Yeah, I don't think they have the right to.
plan.
I don't know if they legally have the right to do that.
Not currently, not that I'm aware of. I haven't seen any.
Well, I mean, like if he's a registered sex offender with like toward kids or
Gated
minor,
communities might, but I don't know if like just a regular townhouse location can do things like that.
In the
I'm
intro-
not- I honestly don't know, but
In the interest of interacting with our YouTube audience, Stephanie Cresswood says you can also get on that register for urinating in public, and that's pretty bullshit, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Okay.
I mean,
See, there would be something that would be like, oh, okay, you can piss in my bushes anytime you want. Just if
Hey.
my kids are around, be careful.
Oh,
Hey.
gee.
hey,
Where were we for that, Walden? What
You
was
can
the topic?
piss in my bush anytime you like. That's what she said, right?
I mean, if you can't, if there's no bush to piss in, they're definitely too young.
Oh God.
Oh, hey, enough of that shit.
Wow. Okay. Question of the week. Let's move on.
And now it's time for Another Damn Talk Show's Question of the Week.
I can't believe we have Whiskey Boy for that.
God, rest in peace.
Rest in
All right.
He died.
What? Listen,
Whiskey Boy, rest in peace. That's true.
so this is the only way that we can transition into a good form of topic.
That's what the doctor said.
Because
Transitioning is what we do best.
But we're still recognised as the damn talk show.
all right, God damn it. You know, why are you guys gonna do this now that we're live and everybody can see us? What the fuck?
I don't know. It's timing. We would have done this totally normally if this was a pure audio podcast. I'm sorry. The timing is your choice of words.
Fucking
is just
hell.
Too perfect.
You
All
know,
right.
you guys do
Question.
this
What's
to
the
me.
question of the week this week?
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys do this to me constantly, and then you wonder why I lose my mind with you two. You know,
Oh,
you
fuck
wonder.
me.
It's like I gotta wonder why Chris is so tense half of the time. Why does he do that shit?
So watch our Minecraft Let's Play. When...
Oh, you know, why Chris has a bad back. It's stress. It's all this. It's whatever. Okay. Our question of the week. Let's go to that. The question of the week. Now, it was involving the first letter of your name and a car. So, if you had a chance to buy a car that had the first letter of your name in it, what would it be? I think that's how that went. I lost it. So,
Oh, dang it.
let's see.
Didn't we do this a while ago?
No, we didn't. Don't say that shit. No, we didn't.
No, we actually did not do this one.
I remember
This is
doing
new.
this.
I've seen this.
Oh, I mean, this is a brand new question.
Yeah.
Says you have to buy a car that starts with the same letter as your first name. So
Yeah,
what's
there-
the car?
There we go. That's the one.
Yeah.
So we are going to start with Karina. Do you want to start with that?
Sure.
All right.
So our first answer comes to us from Travis Wirtz. He says Tesla, only because they're fast and I want to play racing games on the screen.
Can you do that in a Tesla? Cool.
Yeah, they actually, yes, you can. I've seen kids playing like this racing game on the because they have like basically a big like touch screen thing, and I don't know if you've seen those, right?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
can
them. I
actually-
didn't know you
can
get games on
actually
it.
Just totally straight play. Yeah, with this actual steering wheel.
That's dangerous as hell on a motorway.
Yeah, I know. I saw some kid was like some guy was doing this racing game. And he's just sitting in the parking
You're
lot
playing
going, like, I'm like,
squadrons while you're doing 70 miles an hour down the motorway. It's just like
well,
gonna be fucking.
no. This is only while the car's parked. But me or you?
Let's see. So Bijan, why don't you go next?
Okay, Don Moorbacher says a Dodge Dart.
A Dodge Dart.
Okay, and we have Valerie Hilton. She says LOL VW. Duh. Thanks, Val.
Andrew
Duh.
Hill says that's easy. Aston Martin DB11.
And Rich Salad says Buick.
Saladay. Rich.
But
Salad.
why Buick?
That's not the same
Well,
letter,
because-
Richard.
Yeah.
Get with the
Okay,
program.
so because Rich's first name is
Oh,
not
Bill. Is it Bill or something
No,
like that to do with
Dick.
Richard?
Byron.
Oh,
His first-
Byron. Oh, his name is Byron. Oh, okay.
His first name is Byron.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Carlos Pollitt. He says a 1956 C1 Corvette.
Mm.
I don't know
Very
any of
nice,
these cars.
Carlos.
Looks cool in the picture.
Yeah.
Whiskey Boy Matt Blake says a Mustang.
R.I.P.
Rich Michael says Rolls Royce or a Range Rover.
I know them ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, we have Agent Lang, Dylan Lang. He says, Dodge Dakota Shelby Edition.
I didn't know Dodge Dakota made a Shelby Edition.
neither.
I thought that was only a Mustang.
Me too. That's what I thought.
Anyway, Steve Walsh says a Stingray.
Christian Catherine Salady says a Chevy.
Chevy,
Any Chevy.
Any Chevy.
All of them.
All of
Thank
them.
you, thank you, Christiani. And we want to say congratulations to Christiani. She recently became an American citizen.
Oh, congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations.
She recently became an
jealous.
American citizen, filled out her paperwork. Everything is final.
Yay.
So congratulations, Christiani.
Send us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Stat.
Tell me how to do that.
I'm just kidding.
William Hutton says, is that Willie's?
Yeah.
What
I think
is
that might be some type of Jeep edition.
Willie's.
Willie's?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what a Willie's is.
I thought of a Jeep.
I've
Right.
seen Jeep.
Or
Wrangler.
he's just saying Willie's car. Like,
Well, he's driving an actual Willie, which is
no, he's making a
penis.
joke that it's the name of the car is Willie's car.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. You never know.
I don't get it.
Amanda Marie says an Audi RS7.
Oh,
Craig
yes.
Reese says a
An
60s Camaro.
Craig Reese.
Okay, and then Rich Sauday says again.
No, Rich, you've had your turn. No more cars for you, Richard.
You can't have a Buick again. It's the same.
Rich says, I'll take a
He
Ford
wants two
Mustang.
Buicks.
I think he really wants a Buick. You know,
Yeah, he must really want a Buick.
he emphasized it on the first time that he wrote it. A Buick with a ton of K's.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All right, so let's go around the round
ton of
table
what?
here, and we are going to go with Karina first. What car are you thinking?
Well, so I am thinking Cadillac, the smaller Cadillac SUV, not the big Escalade, but like I think it's the Cadillac SRX SUV.
Mhm.
It's like a crossover, the Cadillac crossover SUV. We'll go with that
Nice.
Okay.
because it starts with C. That's the only one I can think of that starts with C.
It's the only car
You
I
know.
know beginning with C. That will do.
I mean, I'm not going to buy a Chevy because, you know.
Are they rubbish? We don't have these makes in this
No.
country. Are they rubbish?
It's just a standard sort of like
Yeah, like,
people are like,
I mean, like if it's my choice to buy like a more high end car that starts with the first letter of my first name, then I would go with a Cadillac
mhm.
of some type.
Let's go with Walden. Walden, what do you say?
I can't even think of a car beginning with W. A wagon. That's fucking... Can you think of a car beginning with the letter W?
I don't know.
That's
Let's see.
Fucking
Bijan's gonna look it up. I
a
can't-
I am gonna look it
Range
up.
Rover. A Range Rover.
A Wayne Dwoba.
A Range
Oh.
Rover.
A Wanderer, a WCC, a Webb, a Weber, a Weinbeck, a Welter, a Westfield, and a Weissman.
See, these are all.
What
just
about
some
using
bullshit.
your middle name, Walden?
C. A car. Car beginning with C. Chevrolet. What name a good Chevrolet? Because I don't know any of them.
Yeah, he picked up on that hint really well, didn't he, Chris?
I know. Idiot.
No,
What?
That's okay. No,
Middle name begins with
exactly.
C. You fucking idiot. What are you talking about?
I know. I got you. It is.
Stop.
I'm not.
No, stop. Because now I'm paranoid. What are you talking about, Chris?
Never mind.
No, I will tell you. When we're off the
Hey,
recording.
Yeah,
Well,
what
what about
um,
beginning with your middle name, Walden?
Bijan.
Yeah, I don't really know many cars either, and I don't like BMWs. So, but I looked it up.
Fuck
I'll get a
BMW.
Bugatti.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
very-
High end
okay.
motherfucker.
Well, what the hell? Or a Bentley.
No.
There's another high.
No, fuck Bentleys. Bentleys suck.
Well,
Now-
if I can afford a Bentley, I can afford somebody to drive it for
Oh,
me.
yeah, that's true.
You could afford a butler, no mind a Bentley.
Yeah. A butler to drive my Bentley
A Bentley butler.
to my Bugatti.
To my bitches.
Then I get the bitches in my Bugatti.
Yeah.
When my butler took me with my Bentley to get my Bugatti to get the bitches.
And I saw their butt.
And
To
yeah,
get some-
I was gonna go worse.
Do it.
No, that's
This
okay.
is
And I
my
banged the bum.
This is my I've known them for years. This is what I do with.
Chris, what kind of car would you get?
I well normally okay, so I would not get a car that begins with my middle name, which is Chris, by the way. I go by my middle name. However, we're talking about first name, so my first name begins with a D. So what I would actually get that looks interesting to me, that is not a common car, is a 1954 Dodge Fire Arrow. It looks fun to drive.
Mhm.
So I figure if I got the extra money, why not get
A
it?
fire arrow.
You know, yeah.
Isn't that something you get
The
in
19
Minecraft, Chris?
The 1954 Dodge Fire Arrow 3 Sport.
Okay.
There we go. That's what I would get. And Bijan's looking it up right now.
Yeah, because I've never heard of this car before. I've heard of Dodge, but
Walden, if you wanted to go with your middle name, you could go with a Porsche Cayenne.
I could. Actually, they're not too bad. Actually, I like a bigger. Do you know what? I like a big car. Like I don't like little sporty cars. And the Cayenne's quite a big car. Yeah, I like a big.
that
car.
is kind of like old school Corvette, though.
That's not
isn't
bad.
it?
That's what I was like. Oh, this looks interesting. I
It's not
if I
bad.
have money to spend, why not?
What the hell's a Durango?
A Durango is like actually, I think,
Different
like a
SUV.
brand of a car, isn't it?
Stephanie in
It's like-
the
it's
comments
like a-
said
it's like
she
a-
thought Chris was going to pick a
It's-
Durango, and I don't know what a Durango is. It sounds painful. Oh, doctor,
It's
I got
a-
fucking Durango disease
It's
again.
a,
Fuck me.
It's a big SUV.
Big SUV.
And I posted in Discord a picture of the
Fire
Bugatti.
Arrow.
no the Fire Arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw one in blue. Bijan found one in red.
Cool.
I actually found 4 different ones, but
So that is the question of the week. And remember, folks, you can get a hold of us with your questions and we can post it for you. All you got to do is get a hold of us at adtspodcast@gmail.com.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube.
And ring that
Click on that bell.
Click on the
That
notification.
Click the notification bell.
Subscribe
Jam
to the
that bell.
comments. Subscribe to the comments and like and share and subscribe and click the bell and
like
fucking
this video,
read the
share
fucking
this
book.
video.
Watch
So,
all that
you know
fucking
what?
dumb shit.
I want to mention this. I really want to mention this because this is something that always gets to me. So I subscribe to like the Daily Wire and all that stuff with Ben Shapiro and all that, and I subscribe to a lot of other things. But there are other
How's it going?
shows that are not as well, like they're known by people, and they have thousands upon thousands of viewers, right?
Mhm.
Now I watch certain things like, let's say, Shapiro's Daily Wire, whatever. He doesn't really mention it that much when it comes down to subscribe or hit that notification bell. He does mention it from time, like at least once.
Mhm.
But I noticed that these no-namers, and I give them all the credit in the world for doing the job that they do regarding whatever, but it's normally the first thing they say as soon as the video opens up, and I'm thinking to myself, "You pathetic fucks!" It's like, you.
Yeah, I don't like when I'm watching a video
Right.
and like right at the beginning, I've even seen
Oh,
certain
yeah.
videos where
Yeah.
like it stops the broadcast and it's like, please like and share this video. I'm thinking, I want to see the whole content of the video before I'm gonna like it and or share it.
Yeah, I think they initially started putting it at the end of the videos, which I think is the better way to do it. But because again, like it's like in your face. It's like we already have to watch commercials now. God damn it, we don't need you
Yeah.
to advertise
Unless you pay
yourself.
for
We're
YouTube Premium.
watching your fucking video in the first place.
And here's the thing. Here's another thing that really gets to me. It's like, listen, I've known, we've done this shit for years. me and Lucian and Walden and you know, we've done this stuff when it comes down to audio, video, and it's just like we can never go around talking to people and say, hey, make sure you subscribe to what we do. It's like this is what we do. If you want to subscribe to it, it's up to you. But this is not we're not begging anybody. And I understand that people are getting paid to do their
Right.
channels. I get that. But there are certain shows where it's just like I'm like watching and I'm like, I can't understand why the hell I'm watching this. These people are so fucking pathetic. Because there's this one, and I won't mention the show because this guy gets enough attention as it is, and I kind of hate the guy because
It's our
annoying as
Minecraft
shit.
Let's Play.
he's kind of annoying as shit, and every time he comes on and he's like, "Welcome to whatever," da 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 da, and he's like, and he'll go, and we got a whole bunch of information for you regarding this. It's about Marvel, by the way, and we got a whole bunch of stuff to give away. He always mentions the giveaways, but before any of that, if you could look down, ring that notification bell, and subscribe. Like, hey, fuckstick, you got like up to like I don't know, like 900,000 whatever. Why do you need more people? Why are you that fucking desperate to tell more people about your fucking channel? That's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I hate
know,
that.
Chris,
I hate that.
I agree with you too. And if you agree with us too, be sure to like and subscribe and click that notification bell
I do agree with
Ring
that.
that thumbs up
right
and
down
click.
here.
ring
or
that
over
fucking
there
click
somewhere.
and the
I'm
like
not
and
sure where I am in the
subscribe.
video.
Like,
Somewhere.
Smash that bell.
Leave us
Yeah.
a fucking 5-star review on
Leave us
And
TripAdvisor.
like-
no,
Look
keep
for the
watching
thumbs
for
up.
our notification about the contest
it.
we're going to be having soon. Or we're going to have a giveaway.
Yeah, we're gonna give you away some fucking shit that you're probably not gonna win, but you'll fucking do it anyway because you're fucking shit.
You can have my empty Coke can.
Hey, hey, like and subscribe for how to enter the competition. Fuck off.
The only way that people get viewers anymore is like you gotta promise something. If your show completely sucks, you gotta promise something good. And
Yeah.
this guy's always giving away PlayStation
Shit,
5s.
what are we gonna
You know what?
promise?
You know what? I don't even think he has PlayStation 5s. I even was on one of those shows watching his shit one time just to see how many people were calling him out. And there was a list of people saying, you're not giving away PlayStation 5s. Not at
Oh,
all.
Speaking of PS5, you all know I'm not a gamer, right?
Oh, we
Uh-oh.
know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
However,
Uh-oh.
yesterday, my friend Ryan at work showed me a trailer for Harry Potter Legends or something.
Ooh.
Harry Potter
There
game.
we
that's coming out.
go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I was just like,
It's
Yeah.
also PC.
Yeah, it's PC friendly. It's not
It's
offensive.
PC. Plays. I'm going to get that
Oh.
on PC. I
Yeah,
am totally
but-
PC getting that one.
but I was just like, oh.
Reeling in Karina into the gaming world.
Yeah,
Come
you
on,
actually
Karina.
you starting like did you hear like the details? You're like starting as like a 4th or 5th year student who's like transferred into Hogwarts. So you already know some magic and stuff, and it's like open world. and, like,
Sunshine
you can-
daisies,
So
buttermelon.
cool.
Oh, turn this stupid
this
fat rat
stupid
yellow.
fat
But the
We're so nerdy. It's ridiculous.
Well, let me tell you.
Is it multiplayer? Ask Stephanie in the comments, Karina.
I'm not sure. I think
I don't
think there
know.
may have options for that yet, but it hasn't really been. There's a lot unknown about the game. But you can
Hmm.
also the thing that people I remember this happened. You can gender identify in this game too.
So J.K. Rowling hasn't had anything to do with the development.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, it's made by-
No, after that happened, they actually added that feature into the game that you can actually you can identify as any gender.
Well, that's the same with the wizarding, the puzzles and spells game that I play on my phone.
okay.
Harry Potter puzzles and spells game I play on my phone. You can pick the gender of your character.
You know what? That's something that I
Name.
kind of did like about that too, is the fact that people are cashing in on that fact on their games and stuff like that to make sure, look, yeah, we're inclusive. We're Harry Potter, but we're inclusive, please.
Please like us. We're not fucking
Like,
homophobic or
like, come
racist
on.
or trans or anyone. Fucking please,
All right,
please
yeah,
like us.
But it's,
I know-
that was funny. We're not gonna go back down that tangent. I'm sorry, I don't want to go back that rabbit hole.
No,
Yeah, no.
let's not
I
do
just
that.
I
yeah.
just had to
We're trying to game.
No, that game I've heard about the game. That game
It
looks
does
freaking
look
cool. It looks really
amazing.
So,
cool.
Karina, the question is: are you going to buy a PS5 specifically for this game now?
No.
No,
That
she
took
did
a
not.
while to
Are
answer.
you gonna get it? Are you
No,
gonna buy a desktop, a new desktop that can handle it?
No. What she's
going?
gonna do is she's gonna get a PlayStation 5 for the Harry Potter game and for Minecraft and for D&D and all
No,
that.
she's gonna buy the game and she's gonna come over to your house and play it on your PlayStation.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
I'm not. I'm not going to drive all the way out here just to play it.
I
love
Harry Potter. No,
Chris
no,
gets up.
I-
Chris gets up in the
I-
morning, and he just comes downstairs, and Karina's sitting there on his PS5 playing Harry Potter. I was like, "Oh, sorry, Chris, I just let myself in. I know it's 4 a.m.,
You know
but
what?
you know."
You know what though? Here's the thing about that. That wouldn't even bother me in the least. It wouldn't. Seriously, it wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, hey, okay.
Chris is just trying to sleep,
So,
and he's
Chris,
just
I know you're
tucked up
trying
in
to
his.
sleep, but the Triwizard Tournament is starting by this year. I've got to
Yeah.
get in on that.
Chris is like asleep, and he's like, I can hear a rustling downstairs. What's
What
that?
is
And
that
all of a
noise?
sudden, he just hears Karina go, "Wingardium Leviosa!" He's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Karina's here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Then the other thing related to that, and then we can move on to the advice column. But,
can't wait.
I was telling Matt, my boyfriend, for those of you that don't know, but we watch, I know I've talked about this in the past, but we watch epic rap battles a lot. And there's one that I think I may have sent in our group chat that's Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker. And it's the Lego edition, like it's the Lego characters. But one of the lines is Luke Skywalker to Harry Potter, I blew up the Death Star, you blew up Aunt Marge. And the game that I'm playing right now, like the animation of it is a picture of Aunt Marge, like, but all you're seeing is her feet, her bloomer, like she's all blown up and it's just her bloomers, and Petunia and what's his face now, I can't remember that. Vernon. And the dog, the bulldog, just all
Ripper.
standing. Yeah, they're just looking up like, so I showed him the picture. I'm like, look, I blew up the Death Star. You blew up Aunt Marge. Like,
one of my favorite scenes from the movies was watching that bitch get blown up and float off into space. That was great.
Yeah.
Great effects. Loved it. Bijan, you know the name of the bulldog and everything. That was pretty impressive. Well done. I'm impressed with that.
There's something wrong with the bitch. There's something wrong with the pup.
If there's something wrong with the bitch, then there's something wrong. Who was the woman who played?
I can't believe they
Aunt
actually
Marge?
did that. The actress who played that is the same one who was in Matilda.
Yeah, she was really good. She played
Church
that part well.
Trunbull or something like that.
Miss
Mrs. Trumbull or something.
Trunchbull or something.
Trunchbull, yeah.
I would love to have seen Chris play Vernon Dursley in the Harry Potter movies. I think Chris would have made a good Uncle Vernon. No post on Sundays. You pedophile.
What the fuck, man?
I think you'd just be a good Uncle Vernon. You just bring an extra dimension to that character,
Yeah.
where you'd say the line and then you'd say something horribly offensive just for no reason at all.
Hey, you guys think that I just go and say horribly offensive things on purpose. Half of the time, I don't mean to do it. It just happens, you know?
I thought you were going to say, but I don't say horribly offensive things. He just goes, but I don't mean to say it. It's like, oh, you still says it though.
Wait, that's Chris Halloween costume. You got to get a suit and get like a really big mustache.
oh my
That would
goodness.
be so good. Please.
and
do.
and walk with a drill.
Okay. I'll fine.
36
All right, let's-
counted them myself.
Let's go on to the advice column because I know that I'm just going to get lost in some of this other conversation here. So let's go and move on. with
Okay, sounds good. Dear ADTS crew, I've recently discovered that my boyfriend of almost 2 years, Adam, was stalking me for over a year before we met. For context, this is the best relationship I've ever had, and until recently, I would have told you that Adam was perfect for me. He is thoughtful, funny, caring, and so supportive. I was violently abused growing up, and all my relationships before Adam were with guys who hit me too. Adam has never been violent and encouraged me to see a therapist to help me through my trauma and internalized homophobia. I'm a gay man. We moved in together quite recently. It was when I was on his computer to print something that I found a file with my name on it. I did a search for my full name to quickly find the document I had sent over to print, and this other one came up as buried within some other folder of Adam's. The document had been last edited in 2019, before we met. I opened it and felt like I'd stepped into a horror movie. It was full of information about me: jobs, hobbies, friends, ex-boyfriends, favorite coffee shop, the place where we officially met, and what seemed to me like a cute coincidence. More chillingly, it contained details of my addresses and my ex-boyfriend's address.
Chris, while
Adam-
Karina's reading this, can you start playing the Halloween theme over this? It's fucking...
Adam walked in on me looking at it, and I just started yelling at him, demanding to know what the hell this was. He stalled for a while, then admitted everything. He claims it started innocently enough with standard social media quote-unquote stalking, but
Standard.
quote, just sort of escalated,
No,
unquote.
that is actually quite a new thing. It's called Facebook stalking. So
Yeah.
when they say like they go investigate something on Facebook, they're stalking you.
Yeah. He said he had never been this obsessive about anyone else, which I think I believe, as I've met his ex and they're on perfectly cordial terms. His ex was friendly and certainly didn't mention anything along the lines of, by the way, he stalked me. I was deeply freaked out and panicked, but Adam persuaded me to stay. We're currently sleeping in separate rooms because I feel so weird around him right now. I wanted to talk to a friend, but he begged me not to, saying that they wouldn't understand and that my friends shouldn't, quote, get a vote in our relationship, end quote. I know this is crazy of me, but I'm genuinely conflicted. I wish I'd never seen the document. Am I unbelievably stupid for even considering this not a deal breaker? I feel trapped and slightly crazy right now. Please help. Signed, Is This Abuse? I'm sorry, honey, but yeah, he stalked you for a year before you met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
but
not good.
he knows so much about her now. Him.
Yeah. That's creepy. You
That's
know,
not. That's just.
and
That's.
it sounds like the series You on Netflix.
Netflix
you know,
are getting
the guy
some
was
shout outs. They got some good shit.
Stalking the girl, and then they end up together. You know, it sounds like no. I think that's not healthy
No.
at all.
That's just.
No.
Can you imagine being in that situation though, where you're in a relationship with someone and then you find this like secret fucking pervert file on their PC, which is just like full of information about you, like. And like, I bet you there was like weird pictures in there as well. Like, if they're 8:30 a.m., Adam's going to work. Snap. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, like, and what's worse about it is the fact. I mean, like, I feel so bad for the writer because, you know, they were together for 2 years before he found this out.
Oh, that's weird.
2 years. That's something.
So it's just like you've built all this trust in this person. You finally feel like you've gotten, you know, a healthy relationship, someone who's not abusive, who's not, you know, beating the shit out of you and all this other stuff, and is totally supportive, and they're a fucking stalker.
Yeah. I mean,
You know, I mean, like,
Well,
And
he's not
stupid.
anymore because they live together.
And this person's fucking stupid as well, the one who was doing the stalking. Delete the file, you tit. You've got the person now.
Seriously, I mean, you can either make it a hidden file or something like that.
Password on it. Don't call it the guy's name, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know.
Call it
Shit,
like
that's
dirty
dumb.
porn, don't watch it. Something. Like, come on.
Yeah,
yeah, that just,
might as well stalking videos of.
yeah,
yeah, no, run.
it's gonna be hard to get past. I mean, you could try working it out, but I really think it's gonna be hard to get past.
And I'd say leave him as well, but I feel like that'll just reopen the stalking door and that file will just grow. Like, yeah.
See, this is a tough one, really, because, like, you know, they've been together for a while, but now it's like what has been found out is frightening.
Well,
and it's like, now what do you do? Because it's like, okay, I've had this time to know this person, but this is really fucking freaky.
well, but how do you believe that the last 2 years are the truth?
That's another thing. This is what I know so far. So I mean, like, what do we do now? And then
Right.
if you try to break off from this situation, who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
You know. So
Who else are they stalking?
I guess my best advice: you should just kill yourself. You know, I mean, like you would.
Just fucking kill him.
No, not kill him. You should just kill yourself, and I mean, there's no hope because if you leave, you're gonna get stalked.
Chris, we're
If you don't
live
leave-
on YouTube. Live. Live on YouTube, Chris. Ain't no editing this shit.
First of all, these people out there know that I don't want them to kill themselves. I mean, come on, use your fucking brains.
That's true.
I mean, seriously, this is look. This is a serious issue. I think what you need to do is approach it in a way where it's like you got to cover all bases. Talk to your local police department in some way, or talk to somebody that you really trust that's in your family. See what they say, or talk to like
your
a
therapist. Talk to your therapist about
yeah,
this.
talk to the therapist more than anything else.
Yeah.
But whatever you do, make sure you talk to the therapist and everybody else before you even bring it to, your companion's attention. Or I wouldn't even bring it to their attention. I would just like try to get out.
You won't need to.
So-
They'll know
No,
exactly
he
when
knows
you've been to the therapist,
that he knows.
which therapist you've been to.
The boyfriend knows that he knows because he walked in on him reading the file.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Yeah. So
I don't know. This is a
That's
tough.
that is a difficult situation. It is.
definitely
So,
talk to
but-
your therapist. I
And
think that
whatever you-
they're going to give you the best advice.
And whatever you do, don't kill yourself. That was a joke.
Why don't you write into a podcast full of 4 people who know nothing about this and ask for their advice? That's what I recommend.
Yeah, there's tons
That's a
of
good
them out.
solution.
You'll get some great
Yeah.
advice, like kill yourself and.
I mean, that's not funny. It's not funny at all. Death is not a funny thing, and I should not make it a funny thing.
Hang on, death is funny sometimes.
It is.
Well,
Like
It can be.
video games. That's
Oh.
it's
oh,
hilarious.
video game death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karina,
Not
move
real
on.
Yeah.
death. Don't watch people die and go, that was a good death. Good job. Well
Yeah.
done.
I was wondering
Okay.
what you were talking
Yeah.
about.
Let's move on. Dear
Well, people
80
kind of do like a bullfight, like a bull goes and gores some guy. Like, oh wow, that guy he
Gladiatorial-
got hit hard.
Gladiatorial combat in ancient Rome was built on the premise of death being entertaining.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
it
Suck
was
it.
ancient
Not
Rome.
funny though.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
2021.
I never
Yeah.
said death now is funny. I just said death is funny.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Okay,
dear
Karina, she's like,
ADTS
"God help
crew.
me." She's like, God help me. What am I
Dear
doing here?
ADTS crew, I was married in a double wedding with my twin brother. Fast forward, my husband
What?
and I will celebrate our 25th anniversary in 3 months. My brother and his wife divorced 10 years ago. Our 3 adult children want us to have a big anniversary celebration, as do my husband and I. My brother says that since it would have been his anniversary too, I'm being selfish and insensitive to his feelings.
Oh,
Our
fuck
mother
off.
agrees. Both said if we have a party, they will not attend. I think they are the ones being selfish. My husband and I have had our share of hardships, but we worked and talked through them. I feel we deserve the celebration, not only for us, but also our kids and friends. Your thoughts? Signed, Sibling Problems.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
You deserve it. You're
Unless
I mean,
she's trying to get both of them to the party, unless they're trying to invite both her brother and her brother's ex-wife, then I would see it as a problem. But if it's just a party for you and you're just doing it for that, then it's fine. Unless
Right.
she's inviting the ex-wife, then I'd be on the mother
They-
and son side.
and
brother
even
side.
still, they've been divorced for 10 years, first of all. Second of all,
But still, you wouldn't still want to bring the ex over regardless, even
Well,
if it is 10 years.
no, but the problem I have with this, the brother and the mom being like, that's insensitive and selfish. Grow up.
Yeah.
You just because I'm sorry that your marriage didn't survive, and you couldn't work through your issues, but be supportive of your sister and happy for her for the fact that her marriage has worked for 25 years and that, dude.
Are you saying even with the thought of inviting the ex-wife to the party?
No, the ex-wife has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, sorry.
The
Okay,
ex-wife has nothing to do with it. The brother is saying because it would have been his anniversary too.
Yeah, that's
that
stupid. Oh, okay.
she should have a party because it's like it's insensitive and
No,
selfish.
I'm agreeing with
Fuck
that.
you, dude. Sorry,
You know what?
made it work.
If mom and son-in-law isn't coming over, maybe they should invite the ex-wife to the party.
Yeah, for real.
Well, you guys wouldn't come. We wanted to have a party.
Invite her. If you were friends and you're so close, invite her because your brother and your mom aren't coming. So yeah. But yeah, have the party. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I mean, they'll get over it. And if they don't, you know what? You don't.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can't celebrate your own fucking anniversary just because, that'll hurt my feelings because my marriage failed.
Can you imagine if we did that as humans? We did that for everything, like oh well, because someone I know's marriage has failed, that means I can never celebrate my fucking wedding anniversary. Like, we'd never celebrate anything in life ever. It's like, oh well, you can't eat that ice cream because I dropped my ice cream. Like, fuck off! Come on, Jesus, you fucking people like that don't deserve to go to your party anyway. Leave them fucking at home to sit and fester in their own misery and have a party anyway. Fuck those guys.
See, I was just scared at the beginning when it started off with like having a double wedding with my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like, what?
I was like, wait, what?
Sweet home Alabama.
Any thoughts, Chris?
Don't write into my fucking show.
Don't tell them to kill themselves.
Yeah, just fucking kill yourself.
Here's the thing. First of all, I think that wanting to celebrate, an anniversary like that is healthy.
Yeah. It's a milestone. It's an accomplishment.
It is. Yes, it is. But I mean, honestly, you're a fucking asshole for getting married. You and your fucking brother getting married on the same fucking day.
You're cheapskate.
The thing is, what I'm saying is, have your own fucking day. Don't have the siblings getting married on the same day, and this is going to bring in trouble no matter what. Whether you think about it from the beginning, or because you gotta think about shit like that in the beginning. You do. Yeah. It was a dumb fucking move. All right, now I'm all about anniversaries. If you're together for 10 years, 20 years, that's fantastic. Because there's a lot of people who don't even get past the first couple of months. Mm-hmm. They drive each other crazy because they find out all this shit about the other one. And like, oh no, I don't know if I can deal with this. But the fact that they want to hold this party, then they're more than welcome to do so. I say go for it, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it. But I will say it was your fucking fault for saying, why don't we all get married on this day? Because of course you're gonna have some blowback.
Well, but here's the thing: I'm gonna be devil's advocate on that one because
I don't think that's a whole thing.
That perhaps the four of them were all very, very close at the time. Not like that. Do you see what I put up with, people? Do you see? Now you see what I put up with. You've heard it for a while. Now you're actually seeing it in real life, in real time. Anyway.
No editing this out now.
Or Karina.
So the brother and sister may have been really, really close. You know what I mean? Because twins generally are super close. But also, maybe the sister and the ex-sister-in-law now, perhaps she was super close with the writer, the sister that has been married for 25 years. So maybe, and maybe the mom was insistent. Who knows? We don't know what happened 25 years ago that they decided to get married on the same day. I don't necessarily think it was a great idea. Personally, I would never share my wedding day with somebody else, besides my spouse, because, I don't want to share that spotlight. I want that day to be about me and my spouse. Exactly. I don't want to share the spotlight with somebody else.
I guess.
But maybe they did. I don't know.
I guess my anger comes from, and this has been brought to my attention by other people. Sarah's actually brought this up to me a couple of times. Like, she says, you get hung up on certain things. Like, I don't understand where the anger comes from. And I'm like, there's always a history. There's always something that made it that bad. For example, I have a friend, this is years ago. He got married and he was so happy, and he had his best friend, he's like, hey, will you be my best man? And the guy said, yeah. But see, his best friend, he's a douchebag. And this is how I know, because like he was this guy's best man, and at the reception, he asked his girlfriend to marry him at the guy's wedding, taking away the guy's entire day.
Yeah.
And like, I know that they didn't get married that day, but that was more in the lines of, hey, this is his day. You're stealing his thunder.
Yeah.
It was a dick move. And I know he's watching, and he knows who he is. So you know what? Let me tell you something, Josh. The thing is, you don't fucking do that to people. That's just inconsiderate. And this is where my anger comes from fucksticks like you who do shit like that. Anyway, next question.
Okay.
All
right.
Fuck
Dear
you,
ADTS crew, my best friend is completely copying my birthday theme and trying to upstage me. Her birthday is exactly 1 week after mine. I am planning a garden-themed brunch party, and she is planning a flower-themed tea party. Basically the exact same theme as mine. Should I say something to her about this? I think she knows she is copying me, but she didn't think I would mind this much. Signed, I thought of it first. Look, your party is before hers, right? So who the fuck cares what she does? Because yours is first. So everyone's going to know that she copied off of you. So who the fuck cares? Who cares? How old are you? 15?
No, I have a solution to this problem. If you find out where her flower party is, and the night before you go and burn that fucking garden to the ground.
Jesus, that was dark. That's fucking... Go and set the whole fucking family on
poison
fire.
the teapots. And you
stab all the guests.
No, that's it. That's it's the same thing. Like, yeah, if yours party was coming after, I might see a little bit more of an irritation. But if you're doing it first, then it's clear that she's copying you. Why do you give a shit?
What the fuck's a
it's
garden
apparent.
theme?
If anybody thinks he even cares about somebody copying things in the first place, of course she's copying you because she's doing it after you.
What's a garden theme? The fuck's that? Just like grass and
yeah,
shit.
I don't get that. It's a brunch in a garden.
I mean,
like
is
a
that
party.
original? Like,
no,
I know
it's
not.
fucking
It's also it's not exactly like I came up with this wonderful like original idea of like having brunch in a garden. Like no one has thought of that before.
Someone's fucking
it's
copying
not
what
like
I
it's
do.
this big elaborate, ornate idea that now your best friend is copying. I mean,
a garden is not a yard. A garden is kind of thinking more of like a floral or a type of plant display thing here in America.
So plants, nature, the thing we
just
started with before
so
anything
it's like,
in the world.
It is kind of like the same thing, but again, yours is a garden brunch, and she is having a flower tea party. Gardens and flowers, they're kind of similar.
Okay.
But brunch and tea, totally not the same.
Can I? Okay, listen. Sometimes with some of these stories, I hear it one time and I have to hear it again. What exactly is the
issue?
The issue? No, not the issue. But what is the event?
What the fuck's
like,
going
is it a
on?
major
Birthday
event?
parties.
birthday parties.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Fuck these people. All right. That's all I can say. Like, listen, here's the thing: spend more money, do more things, get all the decorations that you can, hire people that do fireworks, do so much shit that this person that is going to do a party after you. There's no way that they're gonna outdo you. Okay, do what you can. Put your name on the map by just throwing all the money that you can.
Do your garden party at Buckingham Palace. And served by the royal family.
Invite the Queen to serve tea with milk.
Gets me upset. Okay, this is the things that get me upset. Okay, people are just making a big deal out of nothing. Nothing. It's a fucking birthday party. You know, Like, shit, man. Why does it matter? Why does it fucking matter?
Yeah, it literally
Fine.
doesn't
You
matter.
wanna be-
It doesn't matter
you wanna
about the
be number
theme.
one?
Just have free food
wanna
and
be-
people will turn up.
You want to be number one? Take all the money that you have in your fucking bank account and hire the most prestige and the most expensive things out there. Get the most fabulous food. Get bottles of whatever that cost whatever. I can't stand people like this.
Mhm.
Write in with a real fucking problem, goddamn it! This is a fucking birthday thing. Shut the fuck up.
This is so
Don't-
easy.
Don't write into my show.
Chris, you know
Don't
what?
write into my
Don't
show.
even
Fuck
don't
it.
even spend your money on your own party. Hire a load of shit for theirs, like hookers, strippers, drug dealers to turn up. Don't worry about yours. Just send them a load of
Oh
shite.
yeah, you start
it.
like an online campaign to say that there's gonna be a whole bunch of free drugs at this
Yeah.
party.
Mate, put an
wait,
advert in the
you-
newspaper that says, like, you know, it's the fucking
heroin.
annual
I read that.
paedophile meeting at this address at this time.
Yeah,
You
there
know?
you go.
Get all them
Did you
nonsense
see-
turning up.
See that movie with Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston? It was called Office Party, Christmas Office Party. What he did was he says, okay, we're going to do this office party, but he promised like free booze and everything like that. That's what you need to do. Go with what Walden said, free drugs and all that shit.
Just go to
Promise
Hair
that-
House before Hair
No,
Party
we're saying
starts.
to sabotage her
Yeah,
party.
sabotage Hair Party by going to Hair House the day before and just taping it off with like police cordon tape just before the party starts. Then just do that. Just ruin it.
Yeah.
Do a few chalk outlines on the pavement outside. No one's gonna go to fucking near it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, a little
Plant-
chicken blood all over the place.
Yeah.
Plant some crystal meth and cocaine in there.
yeah.
No, then they will turn up if you get that. They'll be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Crocodile.
Hiya, Prince
And
Andrew.
crocodiles.
Whoa.
Speaking of meth and crocodiles, should we move on to Adventures with Stupid Criminals?
Segway.
That's amazing. It's like,
Wait,
and speaking of meth, okay.
What a great segue. That was perfect.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube can subscribe to this. Go to our
Ring
YouTube
that
Like and
page.
subscribe,
notification.
ring the
fucking
notification
Ding
bell.
dong.
It's right down there somewhere. Okay.
Just
I'm the one
I
that
don't
keeps
know.
the show on track. Chris is our producer, but I'm the one that reels everybody back in.
wait,
Yeah,
though.
and you do a very good job of
yeah,
it.
although that was a that was
Okay.
a perfect segue.
That is. All right. Let's go.
Okay, fine,
Let-
forget it.
let's go.
All right. So, our first story comes to us from foxnews.com. This is a couple years old, but it's still awesome. March 21st, 2018, by Kathleen Joyce. 2 Florida men were caught with their hands in the pasta jar after they used ragu sauce to try and burn down a home they robbed last week, police said.
Hey, it's Chris and his criminal gang. Oh,
Derek Irving, 36, and John Silva, 28, were arrested March 13th after allegedly breaking into a home in DeLand and stealing a flat screen television and an air conditioning wall unit, WKMC TV reported. The man whose home was being burglarized received an alert on his phone from his residence's security system informing him of motion being detected in the house. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office said. A towel was placed over the camera, which gave him a clue that something was not right, and he immediately called the police, according to WKMC TV. If he had to call the police himself, that's not the greatest security company. Anyway,
Yeah, really.
when police arrived at the house, they saw a red SUV trying to flee the residence, authorities said. The 2 suspects told officers they were picking up clothes from the house, police said. The victim told WKMC TV that Irving was donning a bull onesie. A deputy said there was
What?
he was putting on a bull onesie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Standard,
A
standard.
deputy said there was an air conditioning unit, a vacuum, television, heater, a marijuana grinder, and an empty jar of ragu sauce inside the vehicle. Deputies found the burning pot of ragu sauce and a washcloth near the stove's burner, which appeared to be an attempt to start a fire, according to WESH TV. Quote, he was trying to make it look like I left the stove on, but who gets up at 2 a.m. and fixes sketty? Unquote, the victim told WKMC TV. Silva and Irving told officers they knew the victim due to past sexual encounters, authorities said. Quote, it started
What?
out as a relationship that lasted about a week, unquote, the victim told
Wow.
told WKMC TV. Quote, I've let him use my car for 4 months. Maybe he's angry about that, or maybe he's angry because I gave him $150 to fix his teeth, unquote. Silva and Irving were both charged with unarmed burglary, grand theft, and arson, the arrest affidavit said. So yeah, I will, when I can finally get back on Instagram, post pictures of this stuff, or pictures of these two guys, because they look like real winners.
What a dork.
Yeah, one's this like really super skinny dude, and the other one's kind of like big. Pretty funny. And
Mario
I'm guessing
Luigi.
the one that put the onesie on. What? I missed that one.
What'd he say?
It said Mario and Luigi.
Like, who tries to start a fire with fucking spaghetti sauce? We set the fire.
So our next story also comes to us from FoxNews.com from September 1st, 2018 by Madeline Farber. A man in St. Lucie, Florida was arrested after he allegedly gave his girlfriend a wet willy. While he was belligerent, an affidavit said, a local sheriff's deputy was called to the home of a 47-year-old Joseph Cerisi in mid-August. The man's girlfriend claimed that she found Cerisi drunk on the living room floor after she returned home from work.
Was she naked?
According to an affidavit reviewed by the Treasure Coast newspapers, Cerisi went with his girlfriend, who has not been identified, and her daughter to a different person's home. There, Cerisi, quote, continued to drink and be belligerent, unquote, according to the affidavit. Then, on the way home, Cerisi allegedly grabbed his girlfriend's hand, pulled her arm, and continued by giving her a wet willy, sticking his finger in her ear, the affidavit said, according to the newspapers. The daughter, whose identity is also unclear at this time, confirmed her mother's account. According to inmate records, Cerisi was arrested on a battery charge. He declined to give a written statement, but said he wasn't drunk. Likely story. And our last story comes to us from HuffPost.com from June 12th of 2013 from Miami. The author was not listed, so I can't give credit, but says, only in Florida. Wildlife officials arrested 5 men in the Little Econ State Forest in Seminole County Sunday after an officer found them with magic mushrooms, marijuana, and an alligator in a backpack, according to Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission spokeswoman Joy Hill. Hill said the group was stopped for picking hallucinogenic psilocybin mushrooms which grow naturally in the forest. But during a search, an officer discovered a 2-foot alligator wrapped in a bandana and stuffed into a backpack of 30-year-old Titusville resident Rick Myers. So it doesn't say Titusville, Florida. I'm assuming it's Titusville, Florida, but there is a Titusville, Pennsylvania, which I thought was kind of odd. Anyway, Myers was charged
Are there alligators there?
No, so I'm sure this is Titusville, Florida.
Yeah,
but anyway,
probably Florida.
Myers was charged with felony drug possession, misdemeanor removal of plant life, possession of an alligator, and an unrelated probation violation.
That's actually
Also,
a crime.
That's a
Possession of an
brilliant fucking
alligator?
name.
That's actually on the
Possession
books.
of an alligator.
Yeah.
What a crock
Also
of
arrested
shit.
on no pun intended. Also arrested on drug charges were Tyler Saltzman, 20, Gregory Sansada, 22, Jacob Russell, 20, and an unnamed juvenile, according to the Orlando Sentinel.
That was the alligator.
They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were picking, said Hill, who also warned that because of the bacteria in their mouths, even the bite of a small alligator can be fatal to humans. The alligator was removed, revived a little bit, and released unharmed into a nearby canal, Hill said. Myers told officers he intended to take photos of it before letting it go, but at least no one was naked, ? Last month, 35 first responders were sent to rescue a Colorado University Boulder student who got too high on mushrooms during a hiking trip, stripped off her clothes, and wound up in handcuffs.
Does she have big hooters?
I don't know if she had big hooters. But
I couldn't help it.
that concludes our adventures with Florida, man.
What
I
was-
tell you what, Karina, they get better and better every time we do a show. Let me tell you.
What was the name of that county from that story? You said
The
right to the
county?
beginning.
The county.
Volusia. Wait, hold on. Seminole.
I thought so.
Not Seminole.
Now,
Not Seminole. Seminole.
Seaman what?
Not
Seaman.
seeing anything. It's Seminole.
Okay.
Not Semen.
I don't know what you're talking about. What? Okay, got it. Well, thank you everybody for first of all, I love the stories. They get better and better all the time.
I try to find the best ones I can.
hey,
And
see, the reason I was getting all sad is because you kind of forgot something.
Oh,
I
we
did, didn't I?
forget.
yeah, well, you know what? We did forget it, and
Let's do it
That's
right
why
now.
I was all sad. Where I was like, kind of like, wait, a nice segue. But you're like, no, let's just give on. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll just take away. No,
Yeah.
I know it's been a while.
I know. That's why.
First
we
of all,
forgot.
what Bijan is referring to is his Mad Libs, and yes, it has been a while.
Yeah! I
So
forgot. Do it.
I have to say,
It's forgiving that you guys forget because it has been a while since I've done
yeah.
one. so.
Okay, so here we go. Bijan provides a Mad Lib every now and then. We got one for you this week.
Now and then.
Here we go.
Brought to you by Mad Libs, the world's greatest word game. And
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
That's right. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was, just like that song says. And you know what? I really got to figure out how I'm going to accomplish this. Who's there?
Hello there, young man.
Oh, wow. It's Professor. Professor.
Just call me Professor whatever tree you can think of. That's good enough for me.
Professor Socotra, it is.
Socotra. Fine, whatever. So, you want to dance Pokemon, huh? Well, it's not as windy as it seems. First off, you'll need to find them. You can catch Pokemon in the wild or in Joe Biden's pedophile den.
The president has a big stick.
And once you have a Charizard or a Blastoise, you'll need to gain its trust. That's not always as easy. You can try feeding it or running it, but the best way to gain a Pokemon's trust is to drive with it. Once you and your Pokemon are best cunts, start training.
Shake my shake, man. Let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
You can do this with a friend or even with David Duchovny at a sugary gym nearby.
Look, I don't have all day.
Think of it like training a goblin.
Are you crazy?
Only when you've trained enough should you challenge another author for real.
An author?
After all that work, it should be sickening for someone to come along and take your bitch away.
Nobody's bitch.
Who's my bitch?
Well, that's all you're gonna need to know. I'm out of here. See you around, trainer.
Okay, Pikachu. I guess let's try to start becoming good cunts. Hey, what are you doing to my girlfriend? Well, I guess at least you two are best cunts. I think I need somebody else to help me with this training.
I promise you, the president has a big stick.
Honey? Come on. Oh, no. Ew.
Wow. It was certainly, let me tell you something. It was certainly worth the wait, wasn't it, folks? Wasn't it? for all of our loyal listeners that have been listening to us on Spotify, Anchor, and all the other formats of multimedia when it comes to audio, it's been a long time, but it's been worth the wait. Bijan, that was wonderful.
Yes, that was amazing.
That was
I think
amazing.
that was best yet.
You guys need to appreciate
Yeah.
how much editing it takes for Bijan to do this stuff. Because that takes a lot of fucking work, and that was very, very well done.
It
Yes,
is.
it was.
It's very well done. I mean, in stereo. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Done very well, Bijan. Good job.
I'll never play Pokemon Go the same ever again.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
there you go, to all you Pokemon fans. And remember, if you want to be involved with the Mad Libs, the ADTS Mad Libs, you can get a hold of us at adtspodcast@gmail.com. It also goes for the advice column and the question of the week. You can do any of that, get a hold of us, and we will try to get back to you and put you on the show the best way we can.
Like and subscribe and ring that bell and all that bullshit.
Hey, you know what I'd say? Like we could do like you want to do that contest, right? So email in at that email, and and because there's 4 of us, we'll say the 4th email that comes in will be our winner.
Yeah.
And if only one person's right in, you win.
Yeah, you win a PlayStation 5.
No, you get to actually supply me the words.
Oh,
with my next Mad Lib.
Oh,
yes.
If I do,
that's just as good.
when whatever it corresponds with whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
So.
Bijan will be the one that you talk to regarding.
And
Mad
I'll
Lib.
also send you this empty can.
And don't forget to update your Pokemon Go account because the map has been expanded. You can now hunt Pokemon in Joe Biden's pedophile den.
Yes, that is true.
Oh my God! Please.
I think you can guess who gave me that phrase.
Karina.
Yeah, I know.
No.
We never do that shit.
Karina,
I mean, come on.
Karina's the nice, sensible person on this show.
Yeah, she's the only one. She's the voice of reason, really.
Not like
we
us
need
3
that.
fucking idiots.
But anyway, this has been very, 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 very fun. You know, it's been a while since we've been on video, as I mentioned before in the beginning of the show, and it's I don't know what it is. It feels good. You know, it feels good to be back, to be seen. And now, you know, I mean, if somebody has a problem with what we say, they know what to look for. They know, you know, they took a screenshot. They're like, it's that guy there.
It's those fuckers.
You know? The only good thing is, you know, it's like, Walden's in a different country, so, you know, he's safe. But the 3 of us, we're screwed.
You're fucked.
Yeah. Anyway.
Start covering my face again.
Now, we do this show every other week now, and so you'll have plenty of time to come up with any form of questions. If you have
Drink recipes.
I was just about to say that. Drink recipes. And remember, folks, as I said before in previous shows, if you're going to send in a drink, make sure it's the recipe, not the actual drink. And if you do send the actual drink, don't put it in just a paper envelope because it's going to drip. It's going to drip out, and it's just messy. Yeah. Messy.
And
also,
Johnson & Johnson's rectal razor, right?
Oh, yeah.
A great name in ass.
I wanted to say, yeah, today's show has been brought to you by the Rectal Shaver and Big Dave's tires, used tires and prophylactics, you know? So they're I can't even say it because it's like it's
the link will be in the comments.
Yes, it will be. Yeah. So what is the oh yeah, I do want to mention also Minecraft. We're doing Minecraft. Another Dan Talk Show plays Minecraft. Karina does not participate on that, but we do have our other host, Smegface. He does that with us. And that's me, Walden, Bijan, and Smegface. And we're also doing a new thing coming up with Squadrons. Another damn Squadron. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, baby. And
now, me and Walden have to set that up, but it will be coming soon.
What else is coming soon as well? The 5 of us are playing
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yes, we have started that a bit. I did some crappy audio. Maybe somebody else will try to fix that one a little bit. We also lost some of it because the recorder stopped working.
Me and Chris
Really?
had
That
a
was so
to do in the
I
pod,
have the
didn't we,
first,
Chris?
I have the beginning, so I did start the audio. So I have the little 5 minutes, and then we get there's intermission, and then
That was quality stuff. last week.
I can't help it. Maybe somebody else should be recording the audio just in case something like that happens. Maybe you should try to record the audio.
Who wants to agree with me that was some quality shit that we
It
got?
was.
It's hilarious.
But raise your hand if you think so. There we go.
Oh, fuck you, Bajan. Bajan plays.
why?
Bajan plays our
You know why
dungeon
you
master.
Say, you know why you
and-
say because I gave you a hard time most of the time.
No, I was just kidding. No, shit. Honestly, Smegface was the bigger problem. He kept going, can I, I want, actually, it worked out good. Honestly, I was more worried he was going to be problematic just with the fighting combat training we did before. How many questions he kept asking, and you were like, I can do that? Okay, I'm going to do that. Or I'm going to do this. And you were like, you were so decisive. Smeg's all like, should I, I want to, I'm not, and I'm like, dude, you play D&D, goddamn.
Just fucking do it.
Well, it didn't help that, within the first so many minutes that we were playing, he took a shot.
No, that actually helped. That helped
Yeah.
because he passed
Immediately
out.
passed out as soon as we
Because he
started
immediately
playing.
passed out.
That's his fucking fault. I knew from the
That was
beginning he
fantastic.
shouldn't have done that. That's why, if you notice, I didn't do that. I was like, fuck this.
I didn't do it either.
Yeah,
I did.
I never even got my drink, damn it.
I know, yeah. Neither did Chris. Someone threw Chris's on the floor.
Yeah, I got it.
Some damn orc knocked it on the floor.
Always some stupid, filthy, smelly orc.
Half orc.
Wow. Half orc.
That-
Thank you.
that
All
is
lives
not-
matter.
that's just gonna be- that's
He's
just
only
me
half
being-
smelly.
That's just me being honest. Stupid, muscular, smelly, stinky orc. Half orc.
Terrible.
Tosses my drink.
Terrible. Racism in
But-
Dungeons and Dragons.
That's not racist. That's just me being honest.
I don't smell much. I
The orc does.
Probably do smell quite bad, to be fair.
No, I don't know. I've never been
We
around.
probably
you.
all smell. I can't imagine we get.
Yeah,
I don't smell.
not one shower in that game.
You know what I
There's
smell?
baths.
I smell like
Nobody
what-
paid
what
for it.
type of one?
Well, actually, no. I think
Yeah.
I think Dante had it.
There it is.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
Dante had one in his room.
In real life, we don't smell. I'm saying in
Oh.
D&D, the D&D realm, we probably all
Nah,
smell
Stink
kind
of
of right.
piss.
Not
Dante
really.
had a bath in his room.
Oh,
He didn't use it though. Still looks
Well-
like Malfoy.
Anyway, we gotta go. But thanks for joining us for the first time on YouTube. It's been great. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care of yourselves. Be good. We love you.
These deep wounds don't heal so fast. Can't hear me croon over a million lies that speak no truths. Over time gone by, the now is through.
Can you actually believe all those idiots who actually like and subscribe and click that notification bell? I mean, shit.
What a bunch of fucking retards.
Sounds like a fucking retard.
All right, there we go. All right, once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We will talk to you next time.
bye.
Bye.